Hi everyone, welcome. This is Class API release team meeting. Today is 30th of August 2023. As usual, as a reminder, we'll abide by CNCF Code of Conduct, which boils down to being kind and respectful to each other. Also, please add your name in the attendees list and add the agenda topics that you have for today. Without further ado, I will jump to the introductions. Vince, do you want to introduce yourself? Perhaps for folks, since your first time here.
Sure. I'm Vince. I've been the cluster API maintainer since beginning, inception, whatever you want to call it. I'm the maintainer contact, I guess you mentioned, like for the 1.6 release. And yeah, feel free to like reach out like if there's anything that I can help otherwise. And I'm at Red Hat.
Great, thank you, and welcome. Happy to see you. All right, let's jump to the PSAs then. The first one, yesterday we got the first patch releases, 1.5.1 and 4.6. Great job, everyone. That was a team effort. Automation worked perfect. The one from Cecile, that actually helped a lot with the comms team and like overall release cutting process. It shortened a bit, although it went around 1.5 hours, but still it went flawless, I think, and all kudos to the team, and then special thanks to Cecile. Yeah, that was the PSA. Jumping to the discussion topics, if there are no comments on that. The first one is from release leads. We have a PR up, which adds the release team as the owners to docs/release folder, because during the release, as you saw yesterday, we'll be changing the changelog file, which is actually inside this docs release folder. And this idea was from Stephen. He suggested to add the release team as there, and I think it's waiting for lazy consensus. I'm not sure. I'm planning to bring this up to the community meeting today and probably ask for the lazy consensus, and if it's okay with other maintainers and community. With that, if it gets merged, then we should be able to approve an LGTM. I guess we already can LGTM, but approve the PRs that are going inside this folder. Are there any questions, comments on this? All right, if not, next one, I just wanted to bring this up also, the umbrella issue. We are doing great progress in this. Just wanted to ask if someone has any questions with the items that you're assigned, or you're looking for something that you want to work on, or anything related to umbrella issue. Any questions or anything that you want to discuss on this, or like maybe you prioritized some items, deprioritized, or something that's not here included and we have to include. All right, if not, just let me know if something is missing or needs update. Otherwise, this is progressing well. We have a GitHub board that you can actually see this in a different way. Actually, I will just open it for a sec. Which is here. Yeah, I added some notes here which are kind of related, but yeah, I think we are doing good on this side also. Any questions, comments? No? If not, all right. Let's move to updates from CI team. Navas.
Hey Furkat, hey everyone, thank you for that. First of all, I wanted to shout out to the team. I wasn't there, unfortunately. It was, I mean, the vacation sort of clashed with the first release where I should have been there. But thank you so much to the team. They handled it. I hope they handled it really good, at least from the conversations I saw. So thank you once again. And going to the release jobs, I still see that release 1.3 is in quite a bad state. We have a couple of conversations going around getting a read-only GitHub token. I was able to follow it on Friday, but I didn't get a chance to catch up on where the GitHub token conversations is happening. So that's one which I wanted to bring it to everyone's attention, that we'll be looking into getting a read-only GitHub token, and that's on my radar for now. And I don't really have anything else apart from that. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, good job. CI team was on duty yesterday, and yeah, it was fantastic. Any questions to Navas or CI team? Yeah, if not, then updates from comms team. Guillermo?
Yeah, I don't have anything to announce to the team. Just wanted to take this opportunity to ask the rest of the comms team if they are doing okay with their tasks, they need more work. I see that, William, you put here that you have a PR. So yeah, anything like that, something like you need a review or you need help with anything, yeah, go ahead and ask.
I see Billy. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, so this PR is so this is to generate the weekly announcements, and it is it was never merged. So I think the author said that they'll close it since they aren't working on it anymore. So I'll look to just create a new PR to get this merged, so that it's just in the main branch. But yeah, this will be good to have, since we've been using it to generate weekly announcements for a while now.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, just go ahead and create PR. If you need to tweak the code, go ahead. And if not, just submit it as is. Sorry, Nawaz, do you have anything?
Just wanted to add to the PR, this one, for the weekly notes. We might want to revisit the way the dates are being used to generate the whole weekly commit. So whoever is taking over that PR, it'd be nice if they can revisit and review if the logic already put in that utility is correct. So it's a little tricky when it comes to getting the commits. So I think we could make it a little bit more simpler. Just wanted to add that. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, Willie.
Yeah, wait. So do you mean that, like, the way that the script is doing it right now is bugged, or is it just doing it in an inefficient way? I wasn't aware of how the dates are being used.
It's not really inefficient, but I found it a little tricky while I was trying to understand the code. So say if you give a starting date, it would say from 21st to 30th. If you put in that date, it's going to read until 31st. Even if you give 30 as the ending date, it would go until end of 31st. So that is what I found a little tricky, because I think in the code there is a +1 being done to the dates, the input dates. So maybe we can support that idea by adding more documentation on what we mean by the start and the end date, like what is from and to and how it is grabbed and the util accesses it or uses it. But yeah, that was one thing which was not super smooth for me. So you might probably want to take a look at it and maybe adjust or add better supporting documentation to the utility.
Oh, okay, I get it. I think it's like whether it's like inclusive of the end date or not. Okay.
Sort of inclusive, or are we going a day more than what we need? That's also probably one which we need to look at it.
Okay, got it. Thanks for the context.
Thanks.
Yes, two questions. First, do we have an issue that's tracking this? Like in the umbrella issue?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think we do. We realized this the other day when we went generate the weekly announcement for the first time, and we realized that it was never merged.
I see. Yeah, I think it makes sense to add it to umbrella issue. And now once the issue is created, then now probably it's better if you could comment there, probably for visibility, so that everyone knows if there's a problem with that, and then it's easier to track for everyone. Thanks. Yeah. That's cool. I'll add it also to the umbrella issue once you open Wheelie then. All right, any questions, comments? Okay, moving to the next one. I'm waiting for a proof also. Okay, who is it?
My update's just really boring. I don't think this PR is really anything special, but that's just the status of the PR is waiting for it.
This is important. I think I reviewed it already. Give LGTM. Yeah, Guillermo also. Yeah, also I tagged Stefan. But yeah, we need a proof here. So
Yeah. It's not a big deal. It hasn't been that long, but that's my status.
Yeah,
I'll take a look.
So thanks, Vince. This is great. This is great work. Thank you. Probably I will also see this. And the last one, minor formatting tweaks to release notes based on yesterday's release.
Yeah, that's fine. When generating notes, there were a couple things that I needed to change the formatting manually because it wasn't capitalizing some titles, etc. So I just went ahead and made those changes to the release tool. So next time we don't have to do it manually.
You mean the ones that had the duplicates, right? At the beginning of the PR title, and the ones that are not sorted, right?
Yeah, so there are two things here. We already have something that actually merged yesterday, I think, to remove duplicated prefixes. But when we remove the prefix, we don't capitalize the rest of the title. So that's one thing. And the other thing is the documentation PRs are all listed from a map. Actually, I don't know if it's a map or it's just like the query changes every time. But basically, if you run it multiple times, the order of those PRs will change. And it doesn't really matter which order it is because it's just the number of the PRs. But it makes it a little bit more difficult to see what is the actual diff when you're running it multiple times. So what I did is just sorting them so it's consistent. That way, if there is an actual diff, it just means that something changed. It's just not variability between runs. It's not super important, but it makes my life easier.
Yeah, definitely. I think you used it yesterday, so you faced these problems, and that's good that you are fixing it already. So we'll not be hitting this next time. Absolutely, I'll take a look. Thank you very much. And yeah, everyone, please take a look when you have time. Thank you. Any questions, comments on this? No? Right. And that was the last topic today's meeting. Is there anything that you want to discuss which is not in the list and not in the agenda? I don't see anything from anyone. So I think that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll give back 10 minutes around to you and see you in office hours. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.